I am back again, and I am sure you have watched the videos that I've shared with you. Okay, I spoke about South Africa. I spoke about Julius Malema, and many other issues pertaining to Zimbabweans in South Africa and foreigners in general. Again, we saw that there are so many other organizations that are coming in to say, well, Julius Malema is saying, let South Africans and Zimbabweans work together, all right? Let everybody who is employed be treated equally, right? And then the other organizations now, they're saying, well, we don't even want those foreigners there, okay? We don't even want those foreigners there. We want everything to be for South Africans, okay? Especially those jobs in restaurants, in hotels. Let those jobs be for South Africans. And, and of course, they're saying zero tolerance to illegal foreigners. They need to leave immediately. And of course, we see that most of the time we are focusing on what is happening in South Africa. But right now, I am taking you straight to what is happening in Zambia. Again, in Zambia, the mayor of Lusaka came out to say that they are also having problems of, illegal immigrants who are taking over all their markets. Okay, they're seen everywhere. And they were talking about, traders from Zimbabwe, again, Zimbabwe, okay, from DRC and some many other neighboring countries who are flocking into Zambia, and they're occupying markets, and they're saying that, well, they are taking over places that Zambians should be occupying, okay, doing those things that Zambia are supposed to be doing. And they said some of them, they don't even have somewhere to stay. They will be, congesting at, bus terminals. That's where they will be sleeping. So we are having a lot of problems of, illegal immigrants in Zambia, and something needs to be done. And the mayor was actually saying that they are preparing to call in the immigration officials, to come and deal with the issue, which means we might see some people being deported from Zambia, right? Now, and then we had an expert, was being asked, saying that, well, in as much as we have problems of illegal immigrants in Zambia, but also, Zambia is open for all, it accepts our neighbors, to come and do their tradings in Zambia, and also that especially if they're able to register their businesses and be operating properly, it's still okay. There is no problem. And they say that sometimes, the problem comes in with locals and foreigners, when they think like maybe foreigners are taking their businesses and everything. The thing being that when you're a foreigner in a land that is not your home, all you want to do is to work hard to earn more money, because this is not your home. You came there to work and bring out money to go and take care of your family. So you work extra hard compared to a local person who is at home, okay? They are okay. They can open their shop at 8 a.m. and close their shop at 4 p.m. But for yourself, because you are a foreigner, you think like, okay, let me just open my shop a little bit earlier, 6 a.m., and let me close my shop a little bit late, maybe 10 p.m., because all you came to do is to work and to earn money. You're not there for comfort or for anything. So such kind of things might also cause a lot of problems with with the locals who'll be thinking like, well, maybe you're taking their jobs, all right? So those are some of the issues that were highlighted, but I'm just going to give you a very short clip from the expert who was talking about these issues that are happening in Zambia. I mean, like Zimbabwean names are everywhere, all right? South Africa is all about Zimbabweans, and Zambia again is all about Zimbabweans again. They're also there. So it's really disheartening, okay? We just hope our economy is going to improve. Things are going to be better for all of us so that we don't have to be humiliated everywhere. It's only Zimbabwe everywhere, you understand? So we are hoping that things are going to improve, and we're going to be able to live in our countries without being humiliated, without always being in the news, okay? So, okay. And for those of you who are new to the channel, please take this opportunity to subscribe so that you don't miss on all the updates that I give to you. But right now, I just wanted to listen to what this expert said.
Well, from my own experience, and I've lived in Lusaka for the last 50 years, I see that there are not as many foreigners. And when we talk about foreigners, we're talking about neighbors, people coming from neighboring countries, operating in our Zambian markets and the townships. But what we see, which is very significant, is that the brothers and sisters from these neighboring countries that have come to do business in Zambia tend to concentrate more aggressively on running their businesses more profitably. So they tend to open their shops early in the morning, and they tend to close their shops as late as 10 o'clock, 22 hours at night. And a lot of Zambians find that they are more comfortable buying from the shops that are owned by Burundians and Rwandans and Tanzanians because they stay open later. They tend to have a wider variety of products. The other thing that I think is very significant is that we are a member of the Southern African Development Community Free Trade Area. We're also a member of the COMESA Free Trade Area, and more recently, a member of the Continental Free Trade Area. So many of these so-called foreigners who are members of this free trade area should in many ways be allowed to come and trade in Zambia, just as Zambians are going out into Malawi, into Tanzania, into the Congo to do business. In fact, the COMESA headquarters is headquartered in Lusaka, and we have a COMESA market at which you expect to find nationals from the 20 COMESA countries trading in this market. That's why it's called the COMESA market. So I think there might be some misinformation about illegal traders, because to me, an illegal trader is somebody who is trading in Zambia without a permit, and somebody who has come into this country illegally. And I think that the trade barriers between Zambia and the neighboring countries were lifted a long time ago. And so I think that it's really a question of seeing, are these people formalized, or is this just a backlash of some Zambian people who are envious of the businesses that are being run by some of these foreigners, so-called foreigners, who actually may work a lot harder than our own people because they know they live in an isolated environment where they don't have family to back them up, and therefore they have to be much, much more aggressive in running their businesses successfully.
Well, let's talk a little bit about what the mayor is saying. He's talking about bringing in the Department of Immigration, saying that these people don't have valid documents. Is there a possibility that people cross the border without passports and visas and just operate?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, our borders are very porous. And if you look at the map of Zambia, we have 8 physical neighbors, which means that people can really come across these borders without having to go through the border crossings. But the way our societies are organized is that there would be inspectors in the market. If you're going to get a stall in the market, you must be able to provide some kind of documentation that shows that you're a legitimate applicant to be able to operate in the market. If you're going to run a shop, you're going to apply for a trading license from the city council, which is headed by the mayor, that is going to give you a trading license. So I guess the mechanisms that allow businesses to operate ensure that whoever's operating is operating legitimately and has the correct paperwork. Of course, you can have street vendors that are selling on the streets that don't have any documents, and I guess more of those would end up or turn out to be illegal immigrants that are trading in Zambia.